So cute.
Oh my goodness. I am with the Nicole Lloyd.
Hey,
Hi, Miss Nicole. So I want to thank you for coming to What the Quote. I
thank
am
you for inviting me.
absolutely, I'm very, very excited. And so we're gonna chit chat. It's just a conversation amongst friends.
Okay, we do that well.
We do that well, but first, I gotta play my theme song. Hold on.
It's too
With the
cute.
quote, we create kind humans who speak kindness, show kindness. Be a kind human. Be a kind human.
Be a kind human.
Girl, listen, I feel like I need to do a verse. That's what I feel like.
Okay, come on with it.
I just got the hook right now, but I feel like eventually I'm gonna do a verse or two about
Okay,
about being kind.
okay, go
Yes.
ahead. The
So
world may need a verse.
yes, we could all use a little more kindness.
hmm
Yes,
Especially nowadays.
especially nowadays. Yes.
You saw my post last night when I put my shoes on. I said, just in case I fall, just help me up. Don't take the camera out. Don't just be kind. Help an
Yes.
old girl up.
Yes.
2020 been rough on
Yes.
these ankles. We ain't been in heels like normal. We trying to get back in the swing and get a little cute. If I fall, just help me up.
Yes. And no pictures and no
No,
videos.
no picture. We can laugh together about it, but
Yeah.
I'll give you enough to talk about later in video later. Just help me off the ground.
Yes. I love it. I love it. So hilarious. Well, I gotta say you have a pretty extensive shoe game from what I've seen.
I would like to think I do.
Okay.
I don't think I do. Um, I got a couple pair,
Okay.
but it's not what I want
Okay.
yet.
D- yes, that part. There
But
you
wait till 2021. Them shoes
go.
gonna be on.
Yes. Well, maybe we can actually have places to wear shoes.
And if I take them out on this cul-de-sac, that's gonna be good enough for me. But wait till 2020. I gotta get these ankles back together first.
No, I know. It's so funny. I was at the mall a couple weeks ago and I saw this beautiful dress because I love dresses. And I was like, well, nope, where am I gonna wear it? I'm gonna wait.
Well, you should have anyways, though.
I
What
know.
kind of dress was it?
It was kind of a dressy dress. I like A-line
Mhm.
dresses. And so it was bright, it was colorful, but I was like, I'm gonna wait.
But there's still a couple of events coming on, but it might go on sale. So go ahead
It
and
will.
wait.
Yes,
But yeah,
absolutely.
there's still a couple little events here and there that are going on. So I'm sure that
Absolutely.
it'll come up an opportunity before the end of the year.
Yes, I'm hopeful. I think
Mhm.
it's getting better. I think it's getting better.
I
People,
think
I think
so.
people are feeling more comfortable getting out and doing things.
I think so. And we're getting a little bit more accustomed to the new norm.
Yes.
So I don't, I'm on a bowling league. So we started back bowling
Awesome.
and we've made some slight modifications. I mean, nothing in what we're doing, but no more guests, no more kids, but everybody wears masks. But it's
Yes.
still the same number of people, it's 46 lanes,
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah.
but we got to wear masks and
Yes.
stuff like that. So we're
Yes.
making it happen.
Okay. That's
I might
awesome.
not
I
have,
love it.
I might not have supposed to say that. I don't know what the rules are for the number.
Well, it's too late. It's already out there, Nicole.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
out
all
there.
good. So, this is about something that I love, quotes, and how we use quotes to create kind humans, kindness with ourselves and also with others. And so the quote that you adore, love, or inspired by deals with fear.
hmm
And I think that this seems to be a very popular um, lane as far as quotes are concerned. I think I've had three quotes dealing something with fear.
Okay.
And so I think that number one, that says that it's needed, another
Mm-hmm.
conversation is needed around it,
Mm-hmm.
because that may be what people are experiencing
Mm-hmm.
and have a desire to move through.
Mm-hmm.
So your quote is, everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear,
Mm-hmm.
by George Addair, I think is his name.
Yeah, I didn't learn who it
It,
was from until you asked me. But
yeah,
I've been hearing the quote for
yeah.
quite a while, and it's become kind of my banner for the last year and a half
Okay, why is that?
because I found it to be very true. Um, Basically, you got to get out of your own head to get to your greatness in so many different ways. Or how do you get to anything that you ever desired if you continue to stand in fear? Um, I am a real estate agent, and a lot
One of the
of
one of the best real estate agents. Let me just throw that in there.
thank you.
Yeah.
But a lot of what we do and how we accomplish what we accomplish is by getting over fear.
Mm.
Um, you have to put yourself out there. A lot of people don't like public speaking. A lot of people don't like to talk to people, are very introverted in this business.
Yeah.
Um, just have a lot of fear, video, the whole nine. You have to do it. Exactly. You
For
have
those who are listening to the podcast, I am raising my hand. Go ahead, Miss Nicole.
you have to do it in
Mhm.
order to get what you want. Um, and I was just thinking about it a little earlier. I can't remember which professional basketball player it was, but they always talk about they never talk about the failures. All you see is the successes.
Yes.
And you do, and that's with anybody.
Mhm.
All you really see or talk about or know of is the great things that the people have done, but you don't know the
Mhm.
fear that they had to face to get
Yeah.
there and the number of attempts and challenges that they had to accomplish what they did.
Yes.
And in order to do that, you got to press past fear. You
Mhm.
might fail, but it's not a failure if you try. Isn't that what
Absolutely.
they say? It's not
Yes.
a failure if you
Yes.
try. You actually
Yes.
succeeded because you got past that part.
Yes.
But between that and moving past my own limiting self beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
which is part of that fear, you
Yeah.
know, not thinking you're enough, not
Yeah.
thinking that you can, not thinking that you will,
Yes.
reprogramming this thing
Yes.
and making it understand that you can, you will,
Yes.
you are.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
So, Nicole, you said that you were really making a choice to move past your fear this year. What is a choice that you have made to become fearless?
mm, well, we talking business.
Whatever, business,
Uh,
personal, whatever it is.
but one of the things I did, I took a little break from it. I'm going to come back. So, if you're looking, but when I did my Tuesday talk,
Oh,
that
yeah.
that was a lot of nerve. And for my first conversation, I spoke with the gubernatorial candidate for
Mm,
the state of Indiana, and that was super huge for me. You know,
yes.
little old me. Who am I? you
Yes.
know, I'm a real estate agent for one. Or again, your beliefs about yourself, not thinking that you're good enough or you're worthy, to even be in that space to have that conversation.
Yes.
But all I did was ask the question. And when I
Yeah.
asked the question, I got an immediate yes.
Imagine that.
Really? You
Yeah.
will?
Yes.
I didn't expect yes, but
Mhm.
okay, now I got to do some work.
Yeah. And
So,
you know what, Nicole? Even I just want to stay right there for a moment because the sheer fact that you just asked the question and you got the answer that you desired.
mhm.
So
Well,
you took a step.
I expected a no.
Mm.
Honestly, I
Now,
expected a no.
why did you expect to know?
Who am I?
Mm.
Why would he take the time out to talk to me?
Yeah.
Again, that limiting self belief.
Yes.
But why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? Yes. You know, I know we're talking about fear, and it reminds me of an episode that I did with Dana where her quote was Marianne Williams
And what was
talking
that?
talking about, you know, our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
Hmm.
You know, thinking about the thoughts that you had about even you having the courage to ask the question, but not really believing that he would he is it a, was it a he? I
Hmm.
forget. That he
Dr.
would
Woodrow Myers. Uh huh.
yes, that he would say yes. So
Hmm.
not really recognizing the power that you have, the light that you have. He was probably like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be on with Nicole Lloyd. Can you believe it?"
I don't know about that one,
I believe, listen, I believe it. I do.
but, but I do believe that he thought enough of me to think that it would be worth his time, and he thought enough of me,
Absolutely.
you know, and that's the thing that I have to get past sometimes in my head. Sometimes, more people think more of you than you think of yourself.
Ooh, honey. Yes.
And um, you just have to come to the realization that you are great. Um, despite your limiting self-beliefs,
Yes.
the challenges that you've faced that you didn't get exactly what you wanted, you know, but you're still here and
Yes.
you're still here for a reason.
Yes.
So keep pressing and keep pushing.
Yes. And I think it is also very interesting that the thing that we don't honor about ourselves is the very thing that other people admire. And so here's what I mean by that. You know, maybe you don't know that I think you are a comedian. I tell you that all the time.
You do. You
Okay.
do.
I think that you are funny and funny, ha ha, yes, but also very um because for me there's a part of comedy that is a level of authenticity of being who you are and talking about the world as you see it, which a
Mhm.
lot of times happens to be the way that a lot of other people see it, but we don't have the courage to talk about it. And so, to me, listening to you and knowing you for the short time that I have, even when you asked me to be a guest, I was like, yes, of course. Anything that Nicole is doing, I know I'm gonna have a good time. I know it's gonna be professional. And I know we're going to laugh. That's what I know.
1 and 3, definitely.
That's,
Professional.
listeners, do you see what this is exactly what I mean. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm learning that,
Yeah,
life is a process
it is.
and it's a serious journey. Um, and 2020 has been very reflective, um, and challenging.
Yes.
It's challenging, mentally and emotionally. So we've got to push through a lot of things in within that. I mean, even with the pandemic, the quote, even holds true during this pandemic. Great things are on the other side of the fear that we have here.
Yes.
We just have to keep pressing forward,
Yes.
to get to them.
And it's so funny that you say that because so at the beginning of this in May, you know, I went through a large range of emotions. And initially, I was like, what? Like, you could get this and you not know it and you pass it. And, so there was fear, a little bit of fear there in, going out. I got to wash my clothes. I got to wash my hands 45 times for 3 hours and, all this other stuff that was going on. But then there was a moment where it's like, listen, take the precautions
Hmm.
and have a knowing and thoughts and feelings that you're well. You're
Hmm.
going to be well.
Hmm.
And so even that little example of I could stand in fear or I can stand in faith,
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna be precautious,
Hmm.
do what I need to do,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna have to lean into the faith side.
Hmm.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And there was a lot of fear at the
Yeah.
very beginning of this. Um, just dry skin, just as dry as
Yes.
it could be.
It is. It is.
um, and then, your clothes faded out because you've
Yeah.
dropped most of them at the door,
Yes. Yeah.
wiping packages and stuff down. And then it hits you one day that this is not life. This is not living.
Mm-mm.
And this is not what God created, me to do. He, he,
Absolutely.
he- now he gave me a little something,
Yes.
and told me be wise and use precautions, as you stated. But he didn't create me to be this scared.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So, you got to get back on out there and continue to do what you were doing. Now be smart when you do it, but go.
Yes.
And so, yeah, this pandemic has put us
It's interesting.
in some interesting.
It is.
Yeah, and I was never thinking the other day, it's like you never would think that something would come like this. Um, but I guess we don't really keep up with history too much because it happened about 100 years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
But you just never thought that in this space with all the technology that they have available, and all these advances in medicine and everything else, that we'd be sitting here masked up, sitting at the park trying to eat barbecue some kind of way
Yes.
or something. It's
Yes. Absolutely.
it's
It's
crazy, but
interesting. It
we're
is.
gonna get through it. We're gonna
Yeah.
get through it for sure.
Absolutely. So I want to turn this a little bit. I know we're talking about fear, but I would like to know who is someone who you think is fearless? Is there
Mm.
someone, past or present, or know of that when you see them or see something that they have moved through, experienced and moved through, that you think they are fearless?
Do I have to know them personally?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then that would be Muhammad Ali.
Mm.
He was my profile picture for probably 3 years.
Okay,
I,
so talk to me
I
about
just put my
Muhammad
I
Ali.
actually put my face back up on my own Facebook page for the first time in about 3 years this year. I don't know what made me change it, but he was my actual profile picture for about three
Wow.
years. He
So
gave
why?
up, he was willing to risk everything for what he
Mm,
believed and did
mm,
not care
mm.
what other people thought. He stood up and said what his truth was in front of everybody and did not care what other people thought. He lived his life. He believed in his God. He raised his children and did everything he wanted to the way he wanted to. He lost his title. He
Mhm,
was threatened with prison
mhm.
and stood for what he believed
Isn't that amazing?
and was probably one of the most, or probably is still today, one of the most respected
Yeah.
individuals in sports
Yes.
because he stood for what he believed.
Yes.
So,
And it's
Muhammad
so
Ali.
funny that you say that because listening to those characteristics, the fact that he didn't care what people thought, he
Mhm,
knew what he was willing to give up for what he believed, and the fact that he left a legacy for his kids.
mhm,
It's interesting because we live in a world where we do what the next person has done before us,
mhm,
that we seem to admire at times people who may not be living up to their full potential. I'll say that.
mhm,
And so it's just, I think it's just very ironic that you name this one person who has all of these different characteristics of how they have shown themselves to be fearless.
mhm.
Because I know even for myself, the whole he didn't care what people thought, like I was like, ooh, like that got my attention. Because for so many years, that was a huge concern of mine. And as I'm unlearning that and learning that, it's about me living for me and God. But you know what I'm saying, making those kinds of choices. So I think that is really a great name of somebody who was really fearless.
I think he saved my profile picture so long to just remind me.
Yeah.
Again, back to my limiting self beliefs. I was a teenage mother.
Mhm.
And so, being a teenage mother, the world has so much to say,
The world has so much to say.
um, and so much negative
Yep.
stuff to
Yeah.
say. And then their beliefs about your future
Hmm.
um, is put upon you.
Hmm.
So you walk around the world with weight, the weight of other people's thoughts, the weight of other people's beliefs or perceptions of who you are or what you're going to become
Yeah.
or what you've been. Um, and he, Muhammad Ali, didn't care about those things.
Hmm.
I'm getting to the point now at 48 that I don't care.
Yeah.
Um, took a long time,
Yes.
but your beliefs about who I am doesn't matter. And I'm just now getting to that. It's who I believe I am
Yes.
that matters.
Yes.
Um, yes, I am a mother.
Mhm.
I am a daughter, um, but I'm a lot more. I'm capable.
Yes.
As a teenage mother, I wasn't supposed to finish high school.
Mm.
I was supposed to have three or four kids.
Yeah.
Um, I was supposed to be on welfare all my
Mm-hmm.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I heard all of those and more.
Mm-hmm.
And, you fight to not be those things, but you're not fighting for who you are. You're just fighting to not be what they think that you are supposed
Yes.
to be.
That part.
And so this year, like I said, I'm 48 now. I'm now fighting for who I am. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
who you think I'm supposed to be
Yes.
or who you thought I was supposed to be. I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting ready to show you who I am.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that's part of the fear, getting past the fear.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Muhammad Ali, I never really thought about why he was up there so long. But
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe that's why I took him down because I was working past my fear, and now that I'm at the point of where I'm there and I can fight for myself, I'm
Yes.
going to show you who I am.
If I could drop this mic and it not, break.
Want me to drop the pen? But I
If I
mean,
could drop the mic. What a great awareness, Nicole. A
I,
great
I,
awareness.
I think he stood up there so long for that. I
Absolutely. It's like you were like, hey, I got it. I got it from this point. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Now he doesn't necessarily go along with building this kind human thing. I mean,
Well,
I know he was kind in his own way.
yes, he was kind in his own way.
Yeah. But being a boxer, he probably wasn't, you know,
He wasn't
public
kind to the faces that his hands were hitting.
to them, or even some, just the public in general. People didn't think he was kind.
Yeah.
Um, he was, but he was in a sense being kind because he didn't believe in the wars and things of that nature. So,
Absolutely.
he was his words just weren't
Yes.
maybe what we would call maybe politically correct today, or,
Yeah. Yeah.
acceptable to some people's ears and
Yes.
things of that nature. But
It's so funny. I so connect with you removing his picture after so many years because um, for 6 years, if you went to the Mimosa and the Masterpiece page, there was nothing about me.
hmm
Nothing. It was just about painting.
hmm
Something shifted in 2016 because
okay.
I put up the fact that I was the owner, a bio, and it was almost like, I don't know if this is how it was for you, but it was almost like I came out of hiding and really started the process of me stepping into my greatness
hmm
and being proud of that.
hmm
Not from a place of conceit, but just from a place of honoring my journey of who
hmm
I was.
and
Yeah,
ready to stand up for yourself, kind of in degree, and to a degree.
absolutely.
hmm And I
Yes.
and I think that's what it was for me. It's not like the people on my page don't know who I am. I mean,
Right.
I would put pictures out there and stuff. They
Yes.
just weren't my profile picture.
Yes.
Um, but um, I think with switching the picture, it's
Mhm.
more so just it's me, you
Yeah.
know. And just like people that came into Mimosa and the Masterpiece, we knew it was you.
Yeah. People like, you on that? Is that yours?
We knew it was you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the streets knew it was
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Now, did the whole city of Indianapolis know
No.
it was you?
Mm,
No. And just like the whole city of Indianapolis doesn't know necessarily that Paige was me, but I think
right.
it was just more so I'm coming to awareness that I'm ready for
Absolutely.
everybody. And I don't care what you got to say. Let's do this.
Yes. There you go. Yes. Let's do it.
Let's do
Absolutely.
it.
Yes. Yes. I love that. I love that. Um, you know, I have often said over these last few months that 2020 has been, um, at the start of it, everybody was like, clarity, 2020 vision. But, everybody was,
Girl, the vision board I painted down
yes,
in my open
yes,
last week.
everybody was so excited. And now, it's September. I don't hear it as much. But for me, it has been a year of clarity. It has been a year of clarity. And like you said at the beginning, it has also been reflective. Um, and so I think that it, we're in September. We still have a few months left. You
Lord
can still
Jesus,
get some. You can still get some clarity and have
honey.
2020 clear, have some clear vision for
2020 over here now. I should have left Muhammad Ali up because
Yeah,
2020 is.
it's so funny.
and,
Yes,
and I'm getting, yeah, I agree. It's been a lot of clarity
yes,
and reflecting.
yes,
It's been a lot of pain.
yes,
2020 has been a lot of heartbreak,
yes,
but 2020 has been a lot of greatness too.
yes,
I see a lot of people stepping out and doing things that they never would have thought to do. I'm seeing people standing on faith
yes.
in 2020. My hairstylist, she's been a fitness fanatic forever.
Hmm.
She's holding classes in the park
Wow.
and everything. She was just trying to be a little personal trainer at the gym for a little while.
Hmm.
But 2020 is pushing people
Yes,
to do something different,
absolutely.
to create.
Yes,
It's pushing people to create,
yes.
and it's
And I'll
pushing
tell you,
people to find their best self.
yes. And I think the other game changer recently was Chadwick. It's like the Black Panthers, like, oh, we better get busy living.
And when I was talking about Muhammad Ali, I was thinking about him because that would be your example of the kind human.
Oh,
Because everything
oh my gosh.
that has actually been put out there that I've seen about him
Hmm.
has, has said nothing but kindness.
Oh my goodness.
No one, and I'm sure there might be one person from third grade, because it's always that
It's
one from
always the
school
person
somewhere
from the third
that
grade.
is holding a grudge because
Yes.
your pencil got sharper than theirs. Who
Yes.
knows?
See, this is the comedian, Nicole, right here. Go
I'm
ahead.
just, it's always one,
Yes,
and
yes,
it's like,
yes.
that was 40 years ago. Can I hug
Oh,
you now?
there you
My
go.
goodness. Do you want
Yeah.
here? Here's a pencil.
I love it. Yes. Yeah.
but but everybody said nothing but kind words.
Hmm.
And he was definitely, from what I've seen, um, strength,
Yes.
courage.
Yes.
Um,
Tenacity.
Baby, we can push through,
Yes.
you know,
In
um,
excellence.
at all times, regardless of what you're going through.
Hmm.
If you are going through surgeries and chemotherapy is enough.
Yes.
And you're still doing your own stunts.
Yes.
And the gentleman that talked about him that did the Five Bloods movie, said he felt he was tender because he had all these people with him not understanding. And see,
Mhm.
that right there should
Yeah.
tell people, mind your business and quit
Yes.
judging.
Yes. It was
Everybody
very
always got
impactful.
something to say about somebody else and what they got going on, and never know what someone is going through. Doesn't have a clue what somebody's going through.
Hey, you know what, Nicole? That's why you should be kind.
Girl, Yes.
That's why you should be a kind human.
Okay.
Yes.
Just judging it. Just and
Yes.
had no clue that
Yes.
this man was giving all he had
Mm-hmm.
because he was sick.
Yes.
He was terminal.
Yes.
And he knew it, but he pushed through
Yes. It's a great example.
to the
Great
end.
example. A great example to the very end.
So what excuse do I have not to give my best every day? I'm eating good.
Yes.
Ain't nobody asked me about no weight loss lately. Nobody. Yeah. Um,
Funny.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
What issue do I have? What excuse do
Absolutely.
I have to
Yeah.
not get up and give every day my absolute best?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. Well, I think that is a great place to end as we step into the coaching corner. So, Nicole, you might not know what this is, but this is my coaching hat that I put on.
Lord, you
I
coaching
know you,
that
I know you probably want one, but I might, so hilarious. This is my coaching hat because, I want to leave the listeners every episode with some coaching tools.
Pull a little bit more towards the front. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Go on, beautiful. Give it
Okay.
to her. What we get ready to learn?
So I want to give the listeners a tool that they can use to help them become more fearless. And so a lot of that, well, this is actually coming from you. So I want the listeners to think about someone who they think is fearless. And what qualities has that person exhibited? And then see, because for you, it was Muhammad Ali, see how you can take those principles that you love and admire about them and incorporate them into your own life. So, what is something that in the past you've been concerned about what people are going to think? What is something in the past? What is a legacy that you might be able to leave for your kids? And maybe what is it? Is there a part of your faith that you can have lead you in the direction that you would have yourself be in? And so just take a few minutes to think about who is it that you admire, who is fearless, and then what qualities they have that you can use to create kindness in your own life and the lives of others. So, Nicole, I'm going to take my hat off. That's the coaching corner, everybody. Do that. Follow, leave a review, subscribe to What the Quote. We're on Spotify and Apple Podcast.
I just got used to the hat.
Well, I mean, it's, and it's reversible. That's the other thing. The other thing is it's reversible. So I could do it like this. So, listen, if you're not watching on YouTube, you are missing all these fabulous jokes about my hat.
Okay.
So, Nicole, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we leave today? Is that it? You've given us plenty of knowledge.
Did I?
Yes. Thank you for coming.
I do have one thing.
Come on, let's hear it.
Don't give up. I mean, it's simple. Everybody says it.
Yes.
Don't give up.
You got a hat in your office? Because that's a coaching. Do you have a hat in somewhere you can put on?
There's so much paper around me.
Okay, it's all good. Okay, so that is Nicole's coaching moment. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
There's again on the other side of your fear is your greatness. Don't
Yes,
give up. Keep pressing to it. Keep going.
I
Because you're
love it.
right there.
Yes, you
You're
close.
right there.
Don't give up. Thank you, Miss Nicole. And you
You
know
got
what? Yeah, now it's time for my theme song. You ready?
And with the quote, we create kind humans who speak kindness, show kindness. Be a kind human. Be a kind human.